If you're looking to build a real estate portfolio using the bank's money through a mortgage vehicle, this video is for you. In Dubai, there are a few things that you need to know in order to qualify. So that's what we are going to discuss today together. What are the qualification criteria for you as a foreigner? What are the qualification criteria for you as a resident? And what type of property can you invest in that would be cash flow positive from month one when your mortgage also kicks in? So stick around as we dive through all the details before you get stuck into a mortgage in Dubai. What's going on? So glad you stayed. My name is Kobus. I am your real estate mate in this bustling city of Dubai. On this channel, we talk about real estate, mate. Today, we're going to talk about mortgages for foreigners and residents, what the terms are, what the interest rates are, and what type of properties you should be investing in if you're looking for cash flow positive from month one. So let's just get started into that. I made a few notes down here just to make sure that we don't miss anything that is very important to you. So first of all, periods for and terms for your mortgage is 5 years minimum, nothing shorter than 5 years, and 25 years maximum. That's your mortgage terms that you can get. You can also only qualify for mortgage if you are younger than 65 years old. So if you are 60, you have the 5-year mortgage option. Now, for foreigners, we are looking at a minimum income requirement if you are employed. We are looking for a consecutive income for 6 months of 15,000 dirhams net. You need to prove that you've earned 16,000 dirhams into your bank account for 6 months. Then you can apply and the bank will look at your application for a mortgage. If you are self-employed, you need to prove that you have earned 25,000 dirham for consecutive 6 months prior to your application for mortgage. Then your bank will look at your application. When it comes to down payment, you need to save up for 50% of the value of the property that you want to buy. That's right, 50% of the property value is a down payment. As a foreigner, what you need to put down onto before applying for the mortgage, you need to be able to put down 50%. But over and above the 50%, as a buyer, you need to consider that on the secondary market, you are paying 4% DLD. So if you're buying a property for 1 million dirham, you need to pay an additional 40,000 for DLD, which is like property tax over here, and a 2% broker's commission, buyer's commission to the broker. Then you also pay a 0.3% of the mortgage registration fee to the bank. And then there's also an NOC fee of around 7,500 dirhams. So there's loads of fees outside of just the property price that you need to consider that you need in cash. Now, that mortgage registration fee of 0.3 is on the amount that you are actually getting a mortgage on. So it's not on the full value of the property. However, the 4% from the DLD is on the full value of the property, and also the 2% buyer commission, the agent's commission, is based on the full purchase amount of the property. Now that is settled, let's move over to residents. So residents, you need to prove that you've earned for 6 months consecutively prior to applying for the mortgage, 10,000 dirham a month. Again, your terms are exactly the same, 5 years, 25 years, age 65. And if you are employed by somebody, that is 10,000 consecutively for 6 months before your application. And if you're self-employed in Dubai, you need to show that you earned 15,000 dirham per month for 6 months consecutively prior to your application. That's when the bank will consider your application seriously. And then the down payment for residents is 20% minimum. And then all the other fees also apply to you. It's the 4% DLT on the value of the property, the 2% buyer's commission to the value of the property, the 0.3% on the loan value. So on the 80% that you're actually getting financing on is the 0.3, and then the NOC fee as well, which is around 5,000 to 7,000 dirham. So consider those costs when you are looking at buying with a mortgage. Now, all of those costs considered, what type of property would we be looking at if we want to earn an income on a monthly basis while we start paying for this mortgage, because this mortgage is going to be an extra expense in our household, but we understand investing in property because your principal amount appreciates and you get rental income, so it's a win-win. So how do we set that up, and how do we put you in a position? And that needs to be on the right property. And for foreigners to make it worth their while, because they are paying 50% of the property value up front, I will suggest that we look at a location and a property that returns double-digit net yields, net yields. And those net yields are being achieved in the holiday home Airbnb segment of our market, with an occupancy rate across all the doors that we have in Dubai over 75% for last year. It's a really good business model to start considering. So what type of property would qualify and give you the double-digit net yields? We've got multiple properties available right now, but earmarked for this case study is a 2-bedroom Golden Mile on the Palm. That's where I work. Highly upgraded, good views, good location, good amenities at 3 million dirham. Now, as a foreigner, you need to consider that 1.5 million dirham of that needs to be cash, and then 1.5 is financed by the bank at a 6% plus minus 6% interest rate over 25 years. That is a payment every month on that mortgage of close to 10,000 dirham a month. Now, we need to make sure that this property is going to make you at least double. How do we do that? Now, for a property that I mentioned just now on Golden Mile, 2-bed, highly upgraded, you will achieve around 220,000 dirham per annum as income from that property. And that's around 18 to 19,000 dirham per month as rental income to you. So if your mortgage on the half of what the property value is costing you 9,000 dirham per month, we are doubling that for you on a fixed term contract. But we can increase that for you into the double digits when we put that onto a short-term Airbnb holiday home letting purpose. And I'll give you an example of a mate of mine who owns a property on the Palm Jumeirah, and his prime month for letting out his property on short-term rental, 7 months out of the year, that property is occupied 100%, and he earns double what he would have earned on the long-term rental contract period for a fixed tenant. So just to give you that example. So can you invest in a property that is going to be cash flow positive immediately as a foreigner or resident? Definitely. But it is limited to properties in the main hubs: downtown, Business Bay, Palm Jumeirah, JBR, and Marina, because that is where all our tourists want to be. 14 million people a year come to the city to have holiday. So there's definitely high demand for that. So Palm Jumeirah, Marina, JBR, downtown, and Business Bay is where we would look at for you if you want to structure your investment like that. We can help you and assist with our partners, our strategic partners, for mortgages. So if you want to start executing, just planning the roadmap forward, my contact details and a link to my calendar is in the description. So go ahead and click that, book a meeting with me. Just tell me if this is going to be a mortgage call. I'll get the mortgage advisors on it with us, and we can start road mapping and see what do you qualify for, what type of property can we get for what you qualified for, and what would be the potential rental income, so that we can structure that plan for you before you commit. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sure that this added value to what it is that you're looking to do in terms of real estate investment here in Dubai. I'm your real estate mate, and I'll catch you on the next video.